Hello everyone, welcome to Sunday's edition. Just like the paper, it's extra big. Alright, so what do we take? Well, this is actually a no-brainer. We have to take Zen in the Art of Pummeling. As I Lay Dying would never work for us. Never. Not in this run. As you can tell by our hit points, we are non-renewables. And of course, here come the juice boxes. Oh, you silly billies. Oh. Of course you're going to drop juice boxes now, when I can't use them. Look at that. There's 3 juice boxes in the first 2 rooms. It's like the game knows exactly what buttons I don't need it pushing. Okay, Sherman. That was a hairy predicament right there. I'm lucky to have gotten out of this room with only 5 damage to my name. Because that was getting really bad. And I should have, yep, 4. Anyway. Welcome to the extra big HP edition of Our Darker Purpose. Today we'll be looking at non-renewables. Or the you can't use juice boxes lesson. Now with non-renewables, we're going to want to get as much dodge and resist as we can. More of the former than the latter. Although I'll take what I can get. He seems to be shooting those things faster. Look at that. Look, that wasn't just me, right? That was a lot faster than normal, right? He's not on hard either. Look at that. Shh. Okay, was that like a little bug? But you saw how fast those dang things were shooting up, right? Instead of just a steady stream of, hey, here comes one, here comes one. It was more of a dodge, 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 like a following. And we get an A. Pitch black and power struggle. We want power struggle. We need the items to power us up enough so that, okay, I couldn't get hit here. I wasn't sure whether he could hit me or not. So I was kind of just standing there, wondering. See, it doesn't make much sense to me because he can't hit me that way. What? That fire was getting a mite too close to my butt for comfort. And I know about fires near butts. I used to have a fireplace. So this room could have gone a lot better, but it didn't go the horriblest. It's not a word, I know. So we can get a good coin that's hard to find to increase our life, or call the wild furniture. A good coin hard to find would be pretty useful. Trying to wonder if it's more useful than call the wild furniture though. I think it is right now. It'll restore some of the life I lost in this room. Plus, 20% extra to bosses right now is 16. If my damage was a little bit higher, I could see myself getting Call of the Wild Furniture. But as it stands now, I'll probably want more items, which means more coinage needed. Even though I can't like get things like a disquieting drought or anything like that. There we go. Okay. So what I'm going to do is stand right here. Now I'm going to let him kill himself. With occasional help by me. That was a pretty horrible fight due to the fact that he was in the middle of everything. Now it gave us a disquieting drought, which is one of the few items that can be repeated. Because of that, it's not really there's no way for me to technically remove it from the item pool, which will make this a little bit annoying. Because that's an item I could have really used, probably. And now it was just a drought. Alright. The reason I picked non-renewables this time, by the way, is it's going to help me work on my dodge game. I have to actually actively dodge now. I can't just run at people all the time. Of course, goggles, huh? I saw that there were trash cans here. It's only a 6% chance to dodge, so... These frog guys, by the way, they seem to hop faster up and down than they do left and right. I don't know if that's intentional or not, but it's what they do. Now, so far, a good coin is hard to find has worked once on this floor. Once again, though, we don't know what the percentages are at the beginning. They could be 2%. So we doubled the chance to find the coin. Woot, 4%? You know? Alright. And the Frozen Few will be our second boss. He's one of the bosses that I always have trouble dodging around. Mainly because I have a real big problem with all the bouncy stuff. Bouncy attacks, like, I'm not good at watching my back, apparently. Due to trajectory. See, I didn't even... For a second there I was like, why did I get hit? The frozen few is one of those things that when you fight it, if you have either the apple experiment or the potato battery, you can kind of just wing it and beat it. Because with the apple experiment, you can destroy its projectiles, no matter where they happen to be bouncing from. And with the potato battery, you can actually see them coming faster. Or, well, coming better. So, I remember back when I was fighting the frozen few with whispers on for a while. I used to be able to just shoot him twice, but now I can't. Dang it. I knew it was going to split, but I didn't know which way. It's really good at leading you. Also, this is the first time that I've fought the frozen few in a while without any damage upgrades. I swear to God that it shouldn't bounce that way. It really shouldn't. Look, that one bounced up and it hit almost the exact same area. Look at. I don't get it. I don't know. The trajectories for bouncing things in this game always are going to confuse me, because things will bounce off things that doesn't look like they'll bounce off. And I know it's because of the strangely shaped hitboxes. Like, some hitboxes are more of a trapezoid than a square, so you know, there's no pure block that they're bouncing off. It's more of a rhombus. As opposed to anything else. Still kind of annoyed about the being scared thing. 50 life, please. About the 10% crit not applying. Mainly because that's a very important part of being scared that might make it a little easier to use. A higher crit chance would make its rapid fire a lot more desirable and happen much more often. Although I probably still wouldn't use it because I'm bad at trying to move with hard angles, apparently. What the? So I got caught in a place that I didn't know existed? That's weird. It was kind of a safe zone from everything but the furnace. But still. Also, have you seen the bugs in this room sometimes? Or in any room? Especially potato sacks. See, like, one will go on the foreground and the background, and they'll keep shifting back and forth. Like, they don't know which one they're gonna be. I just had to look at my experience total right now. Mephi's Wickedness is a good drop, since it doesn't increase anything anymore. Oh, I thought I dodged. Sudsy has this weird habit of charging at you now. He just does, it's not the old Sudsy that you came to know and love of he charges because, like Frothy did. Now he charges basically when he gets in line with you. Let's go get that cookies of discipline. Yeah. The milk and cookies of discipline. We're doing pretty good with non-renewables right now. We've lost over 200 something hit points, but we've only lost 100 basically since we started. There's another 50. Juice Boxes of Darkness is completely useless because we can't drink. I'm kind of irked that we haven't gotten anything like a, well, I could say a use item as well, but what I mean in the first place is a damage up. And one we can use. Juice Boxes of Darkness. Nice, but with the run as it is now, totally unusable. That is also an item that is totally unusable. I'm happy I got my manuscript because of the multiple attacks and, you know, more attack damage, basically. But I still need damage ups. The fortress is going to take forever. Forever with where we're stuck at right now. That's not even a joking forever, that's a real forever. This is another new kind of ish room layout. I got it once before, I think, that you people saw. And it kind of weirded me out then. It still weirds me out now. Because basically you have to hit and run the middle guy. Everyone else... Oh, there we go. Everyone else can be normally taken out in that room, but that middle guy you have to be careful about. There we go. Oh, fudge us. Really? Really? Knife to the heart. Give us your tokens. Hopefully this guy's got a huge token stash somewhere. That's my biggest hope right now is that this archivist is leading us to a giant stash of tokens. He's leading us to 2. Oh my god, not even 2, 1. Because the other thing was the juice box. That doesn't help us at all. He could have given me 5 and it would have been much more helpful. Ugh. Had to scratch my head, sorry. So here we go, we use the manuscript before we go in so that we already have it activated. Huh? Holy shoots. Alright, so we know that through a lot of trial and error and the advent of mathematics, the Woundwort Fortress's pieces are approximately 1,800 hit points each. Give or take an 100. Okay? I kind of wish, you know, would be a really funny weapon or item? Sorry. An abacus. And what the abacus could do is it could display HP numbers on bosses. And that's its only function. Tell me you wouldn't want to know how many hit points you have left to go on the boss, instead of just a bar that you can approximate. I feel strange for never noticing the pitchfork on the front of the Woundwort Fortress's door. Or near it, I mean. Near the Woundwort Fortress's door. Oh, come on. He blew up before he got to me that second time. Here comes another one, by the way. Because I'm just not able to kill this fast enough. Dang it. I was hoping that took it down to half at least. There we go. Now, I'm going to have to just ignore the fortress. I can't do enough damage to it to kill it fast enough while Ghana rolls out. So I'm just going to ignore it and focus on Goneril. She has she has much fewer hit points than the fortress itself. And although it's kind of a pain in the butt, dodging her and the bullets, I'll live with it. I was hoping I wouldn't roll into that one. I can see where I'm going. I just don't like most of it. Like, yeah, I'm always going to take like one hit about every time that I come out of something. And yeah, her damage does seem to decrease as her size increases now. You'd think it'd go the other way, but Gluttonous, Power Struggle, Gluttonous. Well, since the other two are completely worthless, we have to go to Power Struggle. I kind of expected AP Magnificent or something like that, you know, or the Attentive guy. But yeah, the other two were Gluttonous floors, i.e. completely useless in this run. Or not i.e., but fuck, what's the other one? IE is wrong though, it's not an example. Well, ergo, they were completely useless. Being gluttonous in this run will get you nowhere. So it's really kind of weird. Random thoughts jumping in my head. You ever have those times just sitting around and all of a sudden something just jumps in your head and you're like, I don't know why you're here, but you're here now, so what you got? Random thought just now was how everybody's already talked about the comparisons, you know, between Our Darker Purpose and The Binding of Isaac. You can talk about it to the ends of the time, you know. It's just, you know, different mechanics for the Dog and Pony show. Art style and whatnot. We're gonna get the Jungle Gym. I feel like being able to afford something on this floor in which the economy kind of sucks. But anyway, random thought was random and decided to tell me, hey, do you know that that some of the floors seem to have a almost 7 Deadly Sins-ish thing to them? And I was like, you know what? Everything does. I understand. He's talking about how, like, this Power Struggle floor is, you could say, pride or hubris. Very easily. You know? I can see that. Or a gluttonous floor is just straight out telling you already it's gluttony. Wealthy floor is greed. Yeah, I can see all of that. It's not that hard. But I'm not going to draw an assumption that that's actually something that was a planned thing, because you can apply the 7 Deadly Sins to almost everything. Almost everything. There's very few things you can't. And even those things aren't few and far. With enough thought, you can apply any teaching or anything to any other thing. This is sucky. I'm gonna take Nevermore's Inkwell though, because the last time I took it, it didn't do anything really, and it's still not doing anything. I mean, I can still pretty much see everywhere I'm going. Okay, this guy is gonna be a bit of a pain. I never used to be able to get away from them just by walking normally. And what I mean by that is, Usually you'd have to roll whenever they hit the ground, or else you'd be instantly pulled over to them. Alright, we're nearing our half-life on non-renewables. We've gained over 140 life, I think, in our continued quest to stay alive. Dang it. Okay. We'll definitely be able to tell how much we gained when it's all over, because it'll tell us. It'll be like, well, you gained X amount because this is how much you ended up with at the end. Oh, I thought he was going to switch which one it was. I wasn't close enough. Cinder's Timekeeper's hitbox seems to be the pendulum. Since you can stand behind the face of the clock as much as you want. Also, attacking from the bottom seems to be better than attacking from any other direction. And I say that because it makes it so that whether you have whispers or not, you can stand in the time bubble and blow the crap out of him. If you saw my first attempt to do this from the top, didn't really work. I couldn't stand near him enough. Also, when I went inside him and dropped chalk, like so, see, it floated up and nothing happened. Last time it at least went down a little bit and tried to help me out. Thankfully, a sad chalking of chalk activated this time around and decided to give me a break on my chalk usage. I'd like another thank you. He's a little stingy with the time bubbles sometimes, huh? Hard mode Sindars are always there, but you just don't want those time bubbles. Also, it seems to be easier to dodge him going up and down at the bottom. Maybe that's just me. But I find it easier at the bottom to dodge Sindar's Timekeeper. Underlit and leaderless. Well, I know. Leaderless makes the world not drop items. Even crowns can't save me on a leaderless floor. However, I think the prices are reduced in a floor like this. Yeah. Let's go pick this up. Juice boxes everywhere that we can't even touch. Let's go up here. Let's go down. I'm glad we're on the floor where they're kind of weaker. At least for the fact that I'm kind of weaker. I believe I'm still running the gambit with our base damage. Dang it. So yeah, we have nothing going for us in damage. And there are a ton of juice boxes just lying around. We are wasting every ounce of juice we can find. By the ounce. Now, having globes thrown at me the second I walk in the room is always a pain in the butt. They could at least wait for me to get fully into the room and then throw globes at me. Alright, we want Garvin's Sense of Fear and the Annoying Metal Puzzle. The Annoying Metal Puzzle because of the slow effect, Garvin's Sense of Fear because, well, we need a dodge. Excuse me, had to adjust the seat. Yes, it has been, but that's nothing new. Oh, there's a cat behind my screen. Hello, kitty. I was wondering why it felt weird. For those who have no knowledge of this, I have a laptop, and I'm always recording on my lap. So, I sometimes have to stretch the feet out. The hit points we're at right now would be hit points that I'd be happy to be at by the time we're at the library. On a normal run, where I could heal myself. However, this run is not that. Oh, okay, I can go around that bed. And as such, I'm hoping that I don't lose too many more hit points coming on up here. Things are trying to tempt me to roll into them. Alright, 390. We're at the boss now. I don't want it to be who I think it is, but I don't know if I have a choice. I'll say it before I get in there. Footstools. Oh, thank you. Kinda. With my manuscript, the king will be a lot easier to deal with, but without an extra shot or anything, he's still kind of a pain. Especially his defenses. Oh God, King. Don't teleport, please. I have enough problems trying to deal with you normally. I think it's because I've been so used to fighting everything else now that I haven't hit the Dignified King. I mean, I've hit him a lot lately, but I mean before that, I hadn't hit him in a long time. Or Disciplined King, Dignified King. Meh. No, but I hadn't hit him in a long time, and I've been continually missing the, you know, problems with it. Hush, you darn thing. Hello? Mm-hmm. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yep. But more taxi jobs. Not now, though. Don't make that sound. Die! There we go. Well, we got to Reagan and we've been non-renewable, so I'm actually very pleased with us. Woo-hoo-hoo. A non-renewable up to Reagan, huh? Of course, there are those out there who can do better. But I'll be happy with what I got. Thank you very much. You know, the Great Expectations and juice boxes might have been good had this been a normal run. Sorry about that. There was a cat attacking my feet. Okay, he stopped. But yes, kitty attack feet. Oh my god. At least I got them all firing at different times. That kind of makes a way for me to dodge. I need to get rid of these plants. I've noticed that they're not phasing each other out anymore. Once again, just things that I see that just make me think, update? In the background? Are they patching things in the background and they just aren't telling anybody? What the heck is going on? What's going on? Okay. Not going any further than that. And not because I'm afraid of copyright strikes. Because I just don't feel like that's going to sound any better if further it goes on. Oh gosh. Did I get one? Oh, thank goodness. Those wizards need to stay still longer. I don't care if they're trying to imitate Wizrobes. They need to sit around a little bit longer to be Wizrobes. Right now they're more of a jumping jack bastard thing that just flips, attacks, flips, attacks. Ugh. I'm getting a lot of chalk. It's like a good coin is hard to find is turned into chalk. But let's face it. Last time an enemy has dropped a coin for me, a while ago actually. So there's Reagan. Our life is not going to get easier the longer I hold off from attacking her. So let's just take her on. If she moved in a pattern like the candelabra in the box of nice things, I think she'd be a little easier, but she can just turn herself wherever she wants. She changes directions pretty often. Okay. Hide. Hiding in the chalk. Oh my god. Oh. So much. It's almost time for her to turn. Okay. Dang it. Nah. I remember there being a time I beat Reagan without lunch boxes or juice boxes. I think it was the first time I beat her, in fact, was without juice boxes. It was very insane. I had like 9 pieces of chalk. If I remember correctly. Dang it. I was hoping that the lightning guy wasn't attacking at that time. Ah, the music started looping again. It's like, man, you've been here a long time. We're going to start looping the music again. Okay, now Reagan's at the 3rd stage, so here comes everything. Kitchen sink pending. Oh, shoot. Whoa! I should have let the ice hit me. It's a lot more forgiving. Dang it. I was hoping that wouldn't have turned down so quick. 949 points of damage is what we had taken. We're at -7, or 0 out of -7 hit points. With 947, that means we gained quite a bit of hit points. Let's -7 from that because that won't matter. So we are 942 total. For that whole run, we were 942 hit points. Oh, excuse me. Stretching. Means we gained a total of 175 hit points from all of our perk classes. Last 500 is what he needs. Hand of the Bloodfather is what that needs. Oh my god. 602 floors cleared. 6,000 tokens found. I'd be rich. Anyway, that was Non-Renewables. It wasn't so bad. Basically just makes it so that you can't heal. If I could heal, I probably could have gotten somewhere. But it was okay. The fight with Reagan went longer than I thought it would. So I can't complain there. I really wish I had some damage. Just one thing, like Gangs of New Edgewood, stuff like that, you know. That would have worked out well. Even a Gonrill's Mallet. Alright, anyway, that's going to do it for this episode. And I hope to see you all back again tomorrow. Bye.